This is a short tutorial to show agents how to enter in their schedule preferencing, specifically with agents who enter in or are on availability point scheduling, or they create bids and use schedule preferences as part of their schedule generation process. So you would enter in your username and password as normal. Over to your left-hand side, you would click the plus sign, go to Schedule Preferencing. Here you can either choose a date range to follow suit with your availability point scheduling, or you can use a default, which would just automatically default to whatever your preferencing is for any time frame whatsoever. So all you would do is you would check, add your preferencing. First screen that comes up is your lunch time, and it says you want it relative to your scheduled start time, or you want absolute clock times. With this, it gives you a little bit of flexibility. So I would select your relative to my scheduled start time. And what you would do is, an example would be, is you would just add your preference time for Sunday. And it's very simple. You would want your lunch as early as possible or late as possible. So we are going to do would like lunch as early as possible and save, and your preference has been entered in for that day. You can use your preferences as you can prioritize the preferences based upon the days that you work. And also you can change it for each day of the week. You can do different lunchtime for different days of the week, or you can copy to your preferences to all days of the week the same. And this, as you can see, it says all days. So now we're going to go to your start time. Start time is going to be exactly the same. You add your start time for Sunday. It's going to ask you if you want it later in your availability or earlier in your availability. We're going to select later. Again, you are going to prioritize this day as far as your scheduling goes. So, place it as a 6, whatever, and you'll be able to adjust it each day of the week. And we can do the preferencing all days of the week as well. And then we're going to do save changes. And here it's stop time exactly the same, where there is no, it's very straightforward. There's no variation. Right now, agents are only allowed to do lunch start times and stop times. This is what we are just going to use for the time being. I am not exactly sure. I'm going to reach out. I'm only saying this to you. You don't have to narrate, or we don't have to narrate this piece. However, what I am going to do is I'm going to reach out to a couple of our clients that do availability point scheduling and ask them what their preferences are before I do the second video. This video, we just want to get out as quickly as possible. So there we go with our schedule preferencing. You can refresh it. And as you can see, now we have edit our preferences, or we can delete. Again, you can actually add a start date. You can start it to start like for just the entire week. And you can copy your default and hit continue, and or you can make adjustments as you need. Very straightforward.